cheated on. Poor Jeff.
Yes.
Happy to be in the real one, the real ones. All right, I have a story. I'm going to take us back to 2015. It was early 2015. I was coming up on my last semester of undergrad, and took a lot to get there. It was not a linear journey, so it was a big deal. Driving back to SUNY Fredonia, I knew it was going to be a 9 to 12 hour trip, and part of the non-linear journey is me learning I gotta slow down. I get this advice all the time. I gotta slow down. I gotta go easy, be easy, relax, chill out. Fine. I decide I'm going to stay a night with my friend Dave. He lives in a little town outside of New Paltz. I'm going to spend a night with him, break up the trip a little bit, and then I'll make my way back to school. Be easy, be easy, be easy. Spend the night with Dave. We have a lovely time. He lives in this little house on a hill amongst all these trees. It's very calm and beautiful. I'm really soaking in the chill of nature. Next morning, he walks me out, gives me a big hug, and he's waving goodbye to me as I pull out, doing the whole, like, this is pre-cameras, looking behind, trying to make sure I don't hit anything, give it a little bit of gas, and I go right into a tree. I hear that crunch sound, that metal sound, and I am shrieking. You would have thought I drove over a cat. I was the worst sound. No real damage, but I'm freaking out. I think I hurt the tree. I think I killed the tree. I'm sincerely, immediately worried that I've killed the tree. I've ruined the ecosystem. I'm such a problem. My mind is off to the races. Dave's a very good friend. He knows me so well. He comes out. He pulls me out of the car. He gives me a big hug. He's like, you need to breathe. You need to relax. It's fine. Tree's fine. Car's fine. Get it looked at when you get up there. But it's safe to drive. You're good. Do some breathing. Get back on the road. Get up there. No incident. Everything's okay. Drop my stuff, get back to my apartment, take a shower. I go out onto campus and I see some of my friends are already back. They've got their Timmy hose, they're sitting outside the student center, they're waving. We're all on the board of an art club together, so we jump right in, hit the ground running. We've got big plans for this semester. We got an artist coming, we're gonna do cool stuff. Fine. Then one says, meet us at the Masonic Lodge tomorrow. They're a couple psychics from Lilydale. They're doing a group medium thing at the Masonic Lodge. I don't know what a group medium thing is. I don't know what that means. But much like Mulder, I want to believe. I like this stuff so much. Mulder or Sculder, I actually don't remember. That's not the lie. I just don't know. I want to believe. I'm open to believing, but I'm smart. I know I'm smart. It's very important to me that I'm smart. You're not going to get me. I show up the next night, on time, grab a seat with my friends. I'm looking, taking it all in. Some host comes out, he's like, welcoming everybody, this is the show. We've got 4 or 5 psychics from Lilydale. Lilydale is like a whole psychic community. People who live full-time in this quirky little town about an hour outside of our school. And they've come here to offer their services. They say they all do it differently. They're all going to introduce themselves. They're all going to give you a sense of how they do their thing. Just be patient. Try not to side talk. Be present. Don't distract. Fine. First guy gets up, big guy. He's got this like flannel shirt, and he's got his hands over his belly, and he's like very chill. And then he looks at a guy in the crowd, and he's like, you lost somebody. And the guy's like, yeah. And I'm thinking, cool, you nailed it. He said, she said, she's sorry. She went too soon. And this guy's like, oh, she did, she went too soon. I'm like, idiot. Fool, you're not gonna get me. I wanna believe, but not that. A couple other people go, and it gets a little better as it goes on. There's some stuff that people are hitting, but I'm still feeling like, I don't know, it's all guessable, it's guessable. Then this one lady gets up, maybe mid-60s, she's got a little blondish bob, and kind of an airy-fairy tone, but not in that like affected way where she's like trying to prove something. She really just seems kind of spacey, which I like. I think that's more believable. She gets up and she's, I do things a little different. I think of myself as a beacon. And I'm going to be a little quiet at first, and I'm going to just receive, and as I receive, I'm going to describe to you what I'm receiving, and so give it a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, but if you start to hear enough that you feel like somebody's coming through for you, raise your hand. I'm like, all right, cool, good premise, I like that, I like that. She says, I'm getting a male presence. Okay, no, so many options. There's a couple options, but okay. Getting an R name. Male presence with an R name. She says, he's an older gentleman, not as old as he would have liked. Now, my grandfather, Robert, died about 1.5 years, 2 years prior. A little earlier than he would have liked. A little earlier than anyone would have liked. He died around 65 after like a decade with dementia. It was horrible, horrible. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe, but you're not going to get me. That's still pretty guessable. We're waiting. She says, he's showing me tools. She's saying, not hardware, not like hammer. What is this? And she's like really working. She's like talking. I'm thinking, if she's faking it, she's good. I like her. I like her a lot. She said, I think it's medical tools. He's showing me medical tools. I think he's a doctor, and there's something, he's saying baby. He worked with babies, a doctor who worked with babies. Oh, and he loved it. And I'm thinking, well, now, because Grandpa Rob was an OBGYN. He delivered babies, and he loved it. But something in me is hanging on, like, you're not going to get me. I want to believe, but I don't want to feel dumb. And then she says, there's one more. She's saying he's flying. He's showing me flying. He loved to fly, but he's saying it's not for work. He flew, but not for work. And I was like, oh. Grandpa Rob, OBGYN, got his pilot's license just for fun.
Wow.
Hand in the air. I'm like, that's my grandpa. But I don't say that because you're not going to get me. I just know. So she looks at me, and then she's kind of like going back and forth. She's looking at me like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, she's so good, damn. And she says, all right, there's a lot of love. He's sending so much love. And I'm like, I'm sure. I love him too. What's he say? This is like magic's on the line here. Like, what's going on? And she's like, I don't know if this is gonna make sense to you. I don't know what this means, but he's saying lead. He's saying lead foot. You have to slow down, you have a lead foot. And I'm staring at her, and now my only goal is to like conceal the rage, because I'm like, what? Like the grandfather collects his ethereal everythingness from the cosmic void to visit me to comment on my driving. That's trash. That sucks so much. But it's so specific. It's like too detailed and specific and real for me to be like, well, you're a hack. Like, you got it. But that's what you came here for? Like, tell me to say that you love grandma or something. God damn it. Oh, I'm so mad, but I'm also impressed. And it takes me years to process. I just tuck it away. It's like a party trick. Like, you're hanging with friends. It turns towards like, do you believe? I'm like, yeah, this crazy thing happened. Isn't that an interesting story? Whatever. Years later, I have since graduated from college. I have started and collapsed another new life. Had a beginning career. I was feeling very important, very businesslike. I was achieving things big time. Driving myself far too hard, far too fast, as I always do, not learning. And this time, as my life collapses, it's about a month before my brother's graduation from college. He says, I planned this trip for myself. I'm gonna go scuba diving. I'm gonna go out to Indonesia. Why don't you just come with me? Everything's falling apart for you. Why don't you just come scuba diving with me? Well, I did take a 1-credit scuba in the pool class at school. Fine. So we fly out with him. It's like, why not? Everything else is falling apart. Just go see something. Go just do something different. We fly out to this little spot called Sipadan in Indonesia. And for a couple days, every day, we do a morning dive, a lunch break, and then an afternoon dive. After a day or two, we do the morning dive. Beautiful. Saw some squid. Super cool. And then we have our lunch break, and one of the guides swims over, and he's like, or swims over. We're on land for lunch. He walks over, and he's like, you swim really fast. And I'm like, thank you. I'm very good at swimming. And he's like, no, you flew here, like, to see stuff, right? Like, you're swimming too fast, you're missing all of the good stuff. He said, when we go back down today, we're gonna take you somewhere specific. You look to me, I'm gonna show you something. He's like, all right. We go back down, I'm swimming, I'm pretending I'm Little Mermaid. I'm having the best time, and then something's like, oh, wait, check in with that guy. He said, and he's like, come here. I circle back. There's this like big hunk of metal that's covered in algae. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, what are we looking at? And he points down, and in this crevice underneath what this thing is clearly marking, there's this huge clam, like the biggest clam you've ever seen in your life. And it's called a mantle. It looks like this clam's lips are like a red feather boa, just wide open, and it's like flowing in the thing. And it's very luxurious and showgirly, and I'm like, that's nuts. The guy takes out a little flashlight, he shines this red light, and you see electricity between the lips of this feather boa. It's an electric clam. So now I'm hovering in water, completely weightless, halfway around the world, and I'm thinking, that's just the goddamn coolest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. So glad that guy told me to just stop swimming for like 1 second, because I wouldn't have looked. Yeah, you gotta slow down, you gotta look in there. Scooch out of the way, someone else in the group gets to get a look, and then as I back up, I see this hunk of metal again, and it's just this like dark piece of metal, and for whatever reason I'm thinking, I don't know what that metal is, like, I guess it's like a marker for this spot so they can find it. I wonder if it's lead, like lead's heavy. Lead. Ugh. And I realized at the time, I have a tendency of taking things very literally. At the time, I thought my dead grandfather's coming back to say, slow down, your driving sucks. And I thought that was rude of him. And yet, perhaps, there was something a little more symbolic, something a little bit more implied. Slow down, Leadfoot, you're missing everything. There's so much cool stuff happening right here. And the minute you stop trying to drive to wherever you think you gotta be, do whatever important thing you think must be done, you're gonna see the coolest damn thing you've ever imagined that you probably couldn't even possibly imagine. Couldn't have told you about an electric clam before. So, on the theme of ambition, my words of wisdom tonight are just cut it out. Just cut it out. Do so much less. Get out of your way. Be a beacon. Receive. And then just show up and see what's there. Thank you for your time.